Hello everyone. Today we are going to have a discussion on breastfeeding and its recommendations. Breastfeeding should be initiated within first 1 hour of birth, and exclusive breastfeeding, that is only breastfeeding without any formula feed or pre-lacteals, should be continued till first 6 months of life. After that, complementary feed should be started and breastfeeding should be continued along with the complementary feeds till at least 2 years of age. How frequently we should breastfeed the baby? Breastfeeding should always be on-demand feeding. That is, as and when the baby demands, breastfeeding should be given. The length, that is the duration of the breastfeeding, should never be restricted. As long as the baby suckles and is not satisfied, breastfeeding should be given to the baby. For first 2 to 4 days, the breast milk is called colostrum. It is regarded as the first dose of immunization for the babies as it contains very high amount of antibodies and immunoglobulins, that is anti-infective factors for the baby. After that, transitional milk occurs. Later, at 5 to 6 days, mature human milk flows. Mature human milk, usually the first part when we feed the baby, it is fore milk. Later, hind milk comes. The fore milk is thinner because it contains less amount of fat and more amount of lactose and proteins, and it is rich in minerals. Basically, it fulfills the fluid requirement of the baby. The hind milk, it is rich in fat and it contains more amount of vitamin A and E, and it satisfies the hunger needs of the baby. Coming to the advantages, breastfeeding has got advantages for the baby, for the mother and the family and society. Coming to the advantages to the baby, it provides the adequate nutrition for the growth and development of the baby. It is readily and easily available at apt temperature for the baby, and it is easily digestible for the baby. It contains anti-infective factors to prevent infection, especially acute otitis media, upper respiratory tract infection, lower respiratory tract infection, and acute gastroenteritis incidence in the baby. So, in turn, it usually decreases the newborn mortality rate by 22% and under 5 mortality rate by around 13 to 15% by reducing the incidence of these diseases. It has anti-allergic properties, so it decreases the incidence of asthma, ectopic dermatitis and eczema in the baby. It has got long-term effects also, that is, it decreases the incidence of hypertension, diabetes, coronary artery disease, cancer incidence of the baby. It increases the IQ of the baby, and it also helps in increasing the mother and baby bond. Now coming to the advantages in the mother, it helps in involution of the uterus and decreasing the postpartum hemorrhage incidence in the mother. It helps in decreasing the incidence of postpartum depression in the mother, decrease the incidence of the ovarian and breast cancer in the mother, decrease the workload in the mother, and also helps in increasing the bonding between the mother and the baby, and it helps in decreasing the fat content in the mother of the baby. It also provides natural contraception to the mother, so helps in family planning. Coming to the advantages to the family and society, it decreases the financial burden on the family. That is, if the family is not getting formula feed, obviously the financial burden also decreases. It decreases the incidence of the respiratory tract infection and gastroenteritis in the baby, so recurrent hospitalization is also decreased in the baby. Coming to proper positioning, the mother should be sitting comfortably with back supported and she should be relaxed. The baby should be well supported. The head, neck and back should be in straight line. The baby's face should be facing towards the breast of the mother, and the abdomen of the baby should be touching the abdomen of the mother. Signs of good attachment are: the baby's mouth should be wide open, the lower lips should be everted, The baby's chin should be touching the breast and maximum part of the areola should be inside the baby's mouth, especially the lower part of the areola should be wholly inside the mouth and only a thin strip of the upper part of areola should be visible. Coming to the adequacy of breastfeeding, the baby should be having audible swallowing during the breastfeeding. After the breastfeeding, the baby should be satiated and relaxed. In between the episodes of breastfeeding, the baby should be awake, alert, and should be relaxed and without crying or any fussiness. The baby should be passing urine at least 6 to 8 times per day. Initially, the baby has weight loss and should regain the birth weight by around 7 to 10 days, and subsequently the baby should be gaining at least 20 to 30 grams per day. Mother's breast should be full before feeding, and after breastfeeding it should be softer, and mothers should notice milk let down reflex while breastfeeding.